Recently, there was an event, a horrible incident in New Hampshire where an Oath Keeper, which I happen to be a citizen member, their child was taken away, and the reason given was because that they considered these people to be a threat. This happened October 7th. Government agent sees Oath Keeper's newborn from hospital. Concord, New Hampshire. Concord Hospital. Last night, John Irish and Stephanie Janvrin had their newborn baby girl taken away by government officials because of their involvement with Oath Keepers, a non-violent, exactly, a non-violent constitutional organization. According to Irish, the director of security and the head nurse of the hospital said, "We want the pediatrician to check the baby in the nursery so you can go home." The baby was wheeled out in the bassinet under the protests of Irish. Irish followed them out and took note of 3 to 4 men wearing suits with detective badges, as well as 3 police officers. The Division of Family and Child Services proceeded to pat down John and inform the parents they would be taking their daughter. "They stole our child," says John Irish. An affidavit was produced that claimed an affiliation with a militia. A security officer escorted the 2 out of the hospital. Now, we have to protest this. This is a terrorist act. This is, again, Nazism, fear.
From what we know, baby has been kidnapped by the state due to a parent's affiliation with a group called Oath Keepers. There have allegedly been some other charges that are unconfirmed. I do not know. But this is supposed to be America, not Nazi Germany. You should not have your children stolen for affiliation with a group. So that's why I'm here.
And are you a member of that group?
You know what? I joined this morning just because. Yeah.
How you doing, man?
She's either inside the maternity ward in the nursery or
in a foster home.
In a foster home.
We don't know where.
So you don't even know if she's in the hospital or...
No, they refused to tell us. They refused to tell us any more information. We were lucky to spend 2 minutes each with her yesterday before we were forced to leave.
So you guys were separated yesterday?
Yes.
And when did you give birth?
I gave birth to her on the 6th at 11:37 at night. And when she was about roughly 16 hours old, they came in and took her from us.
So it was yesterday afternoon?
They don't even have her date of birth correct. The entire affidavit, every statement in there is fabricated and trumped up, and there's no evidentiary backbone to it whatsoever, no substantiary evidence to it at all.
So do you have a copy of it with you now?
Yes, I do.
Do you have a copy of that, or just
No, I don't.
the
This is the original right here. This is a petition for abuse and neglect. This has the state of New Hampshire seal on it, as you can feel if you can't see it. And
so, what are they alleging? That you abused your current children? That you're...
They're alleging that they're trying to allege that we abused our daughter when they don't even have her date of birth right. If you look.
Oh, not your newborn. Are they talking about your newborn, or?
Yes, they're talking. That's why they took our newborn. This is an petition for abuse and neglect. Child's name Cheyenne Irish. That's our daughter, our newborn. And right here, it talks about how the division became aware and confirmed that Mr. Irish is associated with a militia known as the Oath Keepers and has purchased several different types of weapons, including a rifle, handgun, and taser. And then it goes on to say, the division has not had contact with David Taylor, Stephanie's ex-husband, for many months in this current case because Miss Taylor and Mr. Taylor remain married at this time. David Taylor is the legal father to the baby. They're trying to say her ex-husband is the father to my child. I don't know why this is happening or where it's coming from, but they stole my daughter. They stole our daughter. They abducted and kidnapped our daughter under false pretenses. They have no substantiated evidentiary facts to their claims.
That says that you're still married to Taylor. Is that true?
That's because he will not accept or sign the papers. My attorney has even looked at his attorney and said, "I have the papers here. Will you take them so that he can sign them?" And they said no. So I've done everything I possibly can to get divorced from this guy. guy, and I've been trying since 2008, and he just won't do it.
Like I said, they refused to let us videotape and record for our own benefit. When the police and DCYF came into the room and illegally searched me, they refused to allow us to videotape the conversations that we were having when they told us that they were taking custody of our daughter. I'm honestly, I'm at a loss for words.
They don't like his politics, so they took his job.
I urge every American to become a member, an associate member, if you're not in the military or if you're not in the police force. There is a tremendous danger facing the world right now. And something like this incident in New Hampshire, cannot be ignored. And why? Why would they do that? Why would they? Well, to scare people from this organization. And why would they want to scare people from this organization? What does it really say? Well, aside from the fact that it's just an oath that we all took, and I took it, to support and defend the Constitution as an American, which is really the basis of our world. Now, it doesn't matter where I always loved my country, but I never really understood what being an American and being a true patriot was. It's like marriage. You can't just expect it to work. You have to work at it. Patriotism and freedom aren't free, and it'll be taken away like that if you let it. How could that be considered terrorism? I ask you.